It's today, and a present Kiri, half asleep, wakes up, grabs his phone, puts it on, and there he sees... Editors, we'll put it there. I hope you read that, it's a bit of a mouthful. It's a message from his loving dad. That's just the thing you want to see when you wake up, right? A lovely message like that. Kiri, when he saw it, naturally thought, I don't really like this. Coming from an angle, it's accusations, it's not right. I know it's not right, because that's not who I am, but, you know, we'll sort it in a second. So Kiri wakes up, again, gets out of bed in 9:30, 45, maybe a bit 10 a.m. Starts his day, goes to do a nice shit, sitting on the toilet, and here he is. Something on the lines of, if you don't pay that money, I'm going to call this number and report you for fraud. You can't be doing this stuff. Kiri sits there on the toilet as shit is leaving his anus, and he thinks to himself, he thinks to himself, the one word that comes to mind is we're not going to spell out, ignorance. Ignorance. People don't understand. They don't have the time to reflect. They don't process things correctly. Cut a long story short, that TubeBuddy was a yearly payment, something I used for YouTube basically. And we set up his card. Fair enough, I paid the money there and then. I thought it was a monthly thing. You know, we both didn't understand. We both didn't know, because just a yearly thing, you're gonna remember what you paid like exactly a year ago on that day. However, so it's all good. I'm not full, so relax. I'm not like that. However, now I bring you to the biggest question of them all, and this is where it's gonna click. How many times have I said the following? It's not what you say, it's how you say it. It's not what you say, it's how you say it. It's not what you say. So, two people, different opinions in someone's hat. I'm wearing a red hat, yeah? So I'm wearing a red hat. Someone says to me, I don't really like that red hat on you. It doesn't really suit you. It's quite disgusting. Okay, and someone else says, bro, like, I like that. The hat's a good choice and everything, but honestly, I think you can do a bit better. I don't think it suits you. Maybe try this one. It's not what you say, it's how you say it. The first guy, coming from a malicious, attacking, personal point of view, wants to bring me down, wants to bring negativity, wants to affect you, affect me, affect our mindset, affect our day, and wants to bring us down. Another person, criticism, loving, caring, actually values you, wants the honestly, the truly best from you, and wants to see the best results in you. So that's why they maybe suggest something else and let you down easier, even if they do think it's disgusting. It's not what you say, it's how you say it. So again, if we go back to that text, editors, we can put it there and I can see it now. Transfer the amount into my account today. When you message someone, you can't, even if you know you're entitled to a certain amount or something, whatever, you can't just demand. I can't say to you, subscribe right now. Subscribe right now. Can you subscribe right now? You're thinking, no, why is this guy telling me what to do in such a intense manner? The sentence, obviously it's over text, so you don't know the tone of voice, but again, transfer the amount into your account today. So saying if you don't do it today, then there's something's going to happen. You have to do it today. Do it now. Rush. Not looking at the bigger picture. Not thinking, maybe this could have happened. Or maybe, no, money, now. You understand it, yeah? TubeBuddy, and the other thing you did the other day, stop using your cards, and this is fraud, and now this is your final warning. So again, threats. You don't go up to anyone and threaten. I don't go to the shopkeeper and say, can you give me the correct change right now? Do you understand? Yeah, or something will happen to you. The guy's thinking, who the fuck is this? Every single person has their own story and has their own experience. Joking. They have their own experience. And you can simply respect. You can simply be kind. You can simply understand people. That's all you can do, because you're never going to know their story. You're never going to know their trauma. I'm never going to know deep down my dad's childhood trauma. And he said a few things, but he's not someone who opens up like that. There is things in his head. There is things in your parents' head, the people you know, even your head, my head before, that has affected things to make you the way or become the person you are now. You're never going to really truly know unless you've spoken to them over a long duration, and maybe there'll only be a few people in your life, but you're never going to truly know what they've been through. As Alex Hormozi said, you can't hate and understand someone at the same time, because if you understand them, you can't hate on them, because you get why they're doing these things. I can understand why my dad would make that into a message like that, because he didn't have money when he was poor. Because maybe he feels like it's a bit attack of his ego and he feels violated. Maybe even unconsciously feels threatened by me. You can make assumptions, but with anyone and anything, you have to treat everyone with respect, especially if you're entitled, or even if you're in the right and they're in the wrong. You still treat them with respect, and you never tell people what to do. So, and now it brings me to my next point. Telling people what to do. Let's have a think in your life. Maybe you're someone similar to my age, maybe a bit older, younger, it doesn't matter. We all have these two people. They're our parents, right? I don't know about you, but the people that try to control us when we were young, even maybe when we're older, the people that try and influence us, the people that try and dictate our life, the people that try and guide us, even in a good way, the people that have always had something to say are our parents, or that special adult role model in our life, right? Right? A role model and your parents are different things. And this took me a long time to understand. A role model and your parents are different things. My boy England, the best thing he ever told me. From a young age, we idolize our parents. We believe they're perfect. But as you get older, you understand your parents and your loved ones are imperfect individuals just like yourself. Because they're simply humans which tried their best. My parents have sacrificed everything and tried their best for me to even be here today, and I'm so grateful from the bottom of my heart. But I still can say, and there's nothing wrong in me saying that I know they're imperfect individuals and they have their flaws just like myself. People say, you can't talk bad about your parents. Why? Am I saying it in a bad way? Or am I saying it in a criticism way? Am I saying it in a bad, no, disgusting parents, I hate you? Yeah. Or am I saying it in a, he could have improved that and see the topic as a whole and understand? It's not about what you say, it's how you say it. Parents don't say sorry. Parents don't apologize. And again, in this case, you know, I said, okay, cool, settled it, whatever. And I told him, do you have anything to say for acting in that manner, knowing that in the end, with 100+ other scenarios, that in the end it all worked out fine? Do you have anything to say or an explanation for being emotional in that way? And I could see his face, and he knew he wanted to say it. He knew he wanted to apologise for sending that message at fucking like 4:30 AM. Don't know, man's checking money at that time. He knew he wanted to say that special word, that 5-letter word, which I can say like that when I've made a mistake. Sorry. He wanted to say it so badly. I could see it. He knew he was in the wrong. He knew technically he shouldn't have acted that way. And I said, is there anything to say? In such a relaxed way, not exactly in that way, but eliciting the idea that, you know, you didn't have to act in that manner. And you know what he said? You know what your parents have said? You know what everyone's parents have said? Silence. They said nothing. And it made me think, why are they saying nothing? They're simply saying nothing because as parents, they believe they're higher up than their child, and there's a level of authority. And when you make a mistake as an authority figure, if you say the words, "I'm sorry," they think that you're seen as less and seen as weak. And then again, it's the social status, and again, it all links to the power. Your parents don't say sorry when they're in the wrong because of their ego. Because they believe unconsciously they are better than you and they've given you everything, so they deserve everything back. And I do understand that to an extent. But parents don't believe they're flawed. Parents believe they're perfect. And that is such a flawed, stupid way to view yourself. Because nobody's perfect. Just because you're older and just because you brought life into the world, we can all take criticism. It's just how it's presented. I presented it in such a relaxed manner to him. He knew, I knew, and I still got nothing. And I understand and accept that. Because it's simply a man's ego, or simply your parents' ego. It's simply the power. And it's simply, I'm your parent. You've heard that so many times before. I can do that because I'm your parent. I'm your parent. We're equal. As human beings, we're equal. Yes, we owe you a lot. Thank you for bringing me into this world. I didn't choose to come in this world. But I don't care what anyone says. Parents can be criticized. They're not perfect individuals. And we're equal. Especially if someone who's so switched on that's done their own work. I'm not going to challenge to start a fight, but I know what's wrong, right and wrong from my morals. And I've apologized numerous times when I've made mistakes in this household. I've never heard my mum or dad in the past few years, maybe even ever, my sister can back this, say sorry. You probably never heard your parents say sorry either. Now you know, it's a power. They're your parents. So they're perfect, right? Right. If you want to fix your life today or have access to my free self-improvement guide, all links will be down below. If you also like one-on-one coaching sessions or like to learn from my Skool share classes, all links down below.